I was on my laptop and I was thinking, I was working, like a serious person that I am. I was like, typing away. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, let me be very original and come on here and talk about 50 lessons or 50 things I've learned in this life that I wish I knew sooner. Honestly, there's nothing like a late lesson. You learn it when you're ready to learn it. Starting off really strong. The right pace is the one you can sustain without hating yourself or hating your life. Somebody shout hello. Stop trying to follow other people's ways of being just because that's what people are doing. That's what the important people on the internet are doing. Somebody that does not know you and does not live with you cannot know exactly the right pace you should be going at. Pick their advice and then customize it for your own body, for your own well-being, for what you know about yourself. If you're not a type A person, why are you being type A in your doings? Why are you trying to wake up by 3 a.m. and do 70 things before 4 a.m.? Why? Don't you know yourself? Plan for those things that are unique to you. Stop trying to follow Mr. Hustle's way of being and then you're suffering. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm so lazy. I'm not disciplined. Oh my God, I'm dying. Saying I don't know is a power move. Oh my God, it's not just a power move. It's very intelligent. It's a sign of intelligence. I used to really struggle with this, I just hated not knowing stuff. I'm someone who likes knowing. And then sometimes I'll be like, I'll know something and I will keep quiet or I'll pretend I know it. No. Don't say you don't know it. Or could you tell me more? And also, let's just be honest. I think there's something great about not knowing everything. Because in this era of social media, I think sometimes we feel like we have to be so knowledgeable about everything. And this is why so many of us, myself included, we know all these things, like tiny bits of everything. But many people don't know anything fully. So they know like all these pieces they've learned from the 10 million Instagram pages they come across every day, the 10 million YouTube pages, the 10 million TikTok pages, but then ask them to sit down and break down a concept and they have no fucking clue because they don't really know anything. All the knowledge they hold are just tidbits. You are allowed to build a life that looks weird to other people. Enough said. If you live by their words, you will die by their words. Let me tell you something, validate yourself. And this is no offense to my, to my community, but listen, people curse me out on here all the time. Okay, I get a lot of love here. I mean, you guys are so sweet. I get it. But imagine if I lived by the love. I'd die by the curses too. I'd die by them. So while I do appreciate all the love I get on here, you best believe I'm not getting my sense of self from any of these because tomorrow now, if I behave the way y'all don't like, y'all will curse me and stone me to death. You will. You will. And don't come here going, oh no, Pearl will never. You will. We see it all the time. Let the so-called person they're a fan of become someone that they did not expect or someone that climbs out of their, their notion of what the person is. And the same group of people will stone them to death. This applies everywhere. So it's good to love the people. It's good to love the people around you, to love what they say about you, but do not live by their words because you will have to die by them. If you won't take advice from somebody, do not accept their criticism either. If I don't want to live like you, who appointed you? Okay, it's the same type of people. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you. When did I appoint you? For you to be disappointed, you have to have been appointed. I can't remember doing that. So shift. If they don't know you, they don't know you. Comprende? If they don't know you, they don't know you. Comprende? If they don't know you, they don't know you. Thank you. Next. Being misunderstood is survivable. You actually not die. I think a lot of people are really scared of being misunderstood. And I can tell you one way to practice this. Start every day trying to explain yourself less, especially in like very low stakes things. Somebody you met yesterday might say something about you, and your first instinct is to try to counter it or try to explain. Just don't. Let them hold whatever belief they hold. Breathe. You will survive, I tell you. Your loved ones should use you, but they're not meant to misuse you. Okay? You see the difference? There's a difference between using and misusing people. Community members use each other. That's the point. You can outgrow people without either of you being wrong. There's something about like just saying, thank you very much. You know, this relationship, while it lasted, really fed me in this way. And I'm so grateful for the good moments we had. But, you know, our time has ended and let it go. Not everything needs to be a story. Not everything needs to be, oh my God, that time that my friend who used to be my friend, she ended up doing me this. Oh my God, I hate her. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe she not got me. Don't be petty. Nobody can shame you for what you know and have admitted about yourself. Let me tell you something about the ability to laugh at yourself. The ability to tell the truth about who you are. How would they shame you when you know? And when you can own it? I mean, it might be something that is not that favorable. It might be something that is not that nice. But you know this about yourself. You're sure of it. You carry it. You laugh. You say, you know what, this is a part where I'm not that great, or it's funny, or I'm not perfect here. And you share it and you're owning it. Nobody can shame you. Do you know the power shame has? Shame only has power. Quick pause, because I get asked this all the time. If you're still struggling with self-love, or if you're trying to identify your performed self, if you're trying to be, I don't know how to be my authentic self. I don't know how to find who I really am. I would really like to love myself, Pearl. And I've watched your videos, but I need more. I need more to understand myself. I need to work on grieving. I don't know what practices I can use to allow me to grieve. I have lost touch with that part of me that can feel. I need structure. I need something that tells me exactly what to do. How do I reparent myself? You have all these questions about yourself. I have workbooks. All these practices that I myself have used, they're in there. Guided is for you to work at your own pace. You can pick them up at theneurocosmic.com. And now let's get back into our video. Do you know the power shame has? Shame only has power in secrecy. That's it. The minute you remove secrecy from shame, it loses its power. Always believe patterns. Let me tell you something. On this floating rock of ours. Always believe patterns. If you're confused about something, if you're confused about an institution, about a person, about things, just go and check history, okay? Watch their behavior and check historically how they've been doing things. Maybe they turned over a new leaf last year. Now, listen, I'm not saying that people don't change, and I'm not saying that things don't change, but I'm just telling you, always believe patterns. If they've done it before, and they've done it more than once before, and when they did it that more than once, it wasn't that the earth was falling and that there was a tsunami, and then they acted out of character. It was just a normal Tuesday. My darling, they'll do it again. They will do it again. And this is not because I'm a soothsayer. No. Okay? I'm not seeing into the future. It's just a pattern. People rarely do things just once. So always check for patterns. If you are confused, just put on your goggles, your glasses, and look. There lies your answers. That's it. It's quite simple, I tell you. And I'm sure you've heard this before, but I'm going to say it anyway because nothing is new under the sun. But baby, nobody really cares about you. And I mean this in a of course people love you. Come on, people love you. We know this. You're great. We love you. I'm saying nobody's thinking about you as much as you think they are. We don't care. They don't care. We don't care about you, baby. So live your life. This is the best thing you can hear. I'm telling you, the fact that some of us are still holding back, refusing to do things because we think, oh my God, what if this person, that person, what if they, my darling, have you seen the price of things? Have you gone to the supermarket to buy anything, in this economy? While people are trying to pay rent, you think it's you they're bothered about. Climb out of your own buttocks. Yeah. Step out of your own anus and live your life. If you feel resentful, it's because you've crossed your own boundaries. Resentment is a symptom, and is usually a symptom of somebody who has done what? Crossed their own boundaries. Your boundaries are overdue. Set them, baby. Did you know that you're allowed to change your mind? Yeah, at any point. In the middle, yeah. Even after what you said last week, that you do this and do that and do that. Yeah, you're allowed to change your mind. And maybe that makes you flaky, but who cares? Just know that whatever happens in your life, you have to take responsibility. But you are allowed to try different things. You're allowed to go, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong, I found I am wrong. Ooh, you sing to them. I was wrong, I found I am wrong. I want to learn. And you do that? I want to learn. I was wrong, I was wrong. You sing the song with your head held high and you make another decision. You will get so much farther in life if you treat fear as curiosity. The amount of people who just stop because they're afraid. Hello. Do you realize that you can never avoid fear? What is courage? What is courage? It's taking fear with you. Oh, and this one is so important for all of us in this capitalist hellscape that we live in. You are not what you do. No, find a way to express and introduce yourself outside of your utility. If you wouldn't say it to a child, reconsider saying it to yourself. Isn't that great advice? Oh, but I'm not a child. Well, there's a child within you. Oh, and this one is very important. I think this is related to the video I did last week's video. Fun should not be a reward. Fun should be a requirement for your life. Some of y'all be like, oh my God, I'll have fun next week. And that's why, and this is my theory. This is why a lot of people's fun requires self-destruction. Because for them, fun is almost like a release of all the pent-up things they're holding on to survive the world. So it's like, oh, I'm going to have fun next week. And what that fun is actually is a disappearance from reality. Because every other day they're not having fun. It's like, oh, it's too much. I'll have fun on Friday. But then you didn't have fun. You were pissed the entire time. How is that fun? You did not participate. You're not there. You're not there. So how is it fun? That kind of fun, we need to really question it. So fun should not be something you reward yourself with. It should be a requirement for your life, which means that you find yourself looking for beauty, even in the mundane, even in the boring, even in the painful. You will search for beauty. And then when you go and have the extra fun, when you go out with people, you want to be present. Meaning is not discovered, it is assigned. I don't know my purpose. I don't know what to do with my life. Oh my God, I think that I'm meaningless. Stop waiting for this crowning moment, for the skies to open and for something to fall and say, my daughter, oh, you dear child, I bestow unto you this calling to change the world. I think that's what some people are waiting for. This is your avatar, this body, avatar. You can decorate it. You can choose. You can literally decide that this is how you want to live. Your purpose is genuinely up to you. Okay? Assign meaning to shit. Okay? Or sometimes even remove meaning from them. Remove meaning. Because sometimes we'll be putting too much meaning into stuff. Take it out. Take it out so that you can have some peace. You can release things without understanding them fully. And this is very, very important because remember, we live in a world where everybody wants to understand why somebody did what they did. Remember? Oh my gosh. Why did he do this? Why did they do that? Why did she do this? Why did they? Let it go. You don't have to understand it because guess what? You didn't do it. They did. Okay? And I think this leads me to the next one. Closure, if you want closure, look to your final conversation with them. That is your closure. You might not like it, but therein lies what you seek. Any other thing is just you refusing to accept reality. Okay? You refusing to accept what is in front of you. I think it's important to say this. You can actually quit. You can quit something when you are sure or when you realize that it no longer serves who you want to be. You don't have to stay just because, quitters, what they say, winners never quit or quitters never, whatever the hell they keep saying about quitters. It's sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is be a quitter. If you find yourself feeling stuck, I want you to check if it's because you are afraid of being seen trying. Because how do you unstick yourself? You unstick yourself by being a mess, doing it messy, doing it unsure, doing it weirdly, not doing it perfectly. And sometimes the reason we keep feeling stuck, we feel like we can't move forward, we can't get it right, we can't do anything, is because we're trying to be perfect, because we don't want to be seen not doing it right. We don't want to be seen failing. That might be your answer to unsticking yourself. Rest is an act of self-respect. Now, this one is for me. I say this, but I'm still learning on this one because, child, listen, my brain be keeping me up. My brain be keeping me up. Even right now, what's the time? It's like 11:04 p.m. Yes. So if you are worried about something, like it's really keeping you awake, get a pen and a paper, write it out, and then write out what you can do now or tomorrow to change it. If there is nothing, that is your sign to give up that worry immediately. It is out of your control because you worrying is a waste of your time, a waste of your life, a waste of your brain space, because actually in reality there is nothing you can do. Whether you worry or not, you don't know what will happen. So you might as well not worry. This is something I had to learn the hard way. Let your relationship with people match the extent and the quality of your connection. This is one important way to avoid love bombing. Okay. If the way the relationship is going does not match the reality of the connection, my dear, put a break, stop it immediately. Something is not right. When someone is poor, someone that met you 2 weeks ago is acting like they've known you for 10 years, they're giving you all the attention, they're so intense, they're pouring everything in, they're saying this and saying that, they're talking like they know you. Meanwhile, they have no knowledge of you, they're not even making an effort to know you, they're just mirroring you. Baby, have your guard up. I'm telling you, I fell for this shit. I had to learn it. So that somebody's being so sweet to you doesn't mean that their intention is good. The stories you tell yourself about who you are run your life. Okay. So if you want to change your life, start by changing your inner narrative. And I'm talking to you. Don't ignore your intuition. Check it. When have you suffered most? Have you suffered more from following your intuition or from ignoring it? Answer me. You know the answer to this. Oh, nothing changes if nothing changes. Self explanatory. Talent is never enough. And this one is such a painful learning for many of us. Talent is never enough. Now, there are two ways you can handle this. Number one, you can go, well, talent is never enough because there's all these people who have money, who have all this access, they have so much privilege. So, yes, of course, talent is not enough. I have talent. I don't have all these things they have. And you're right. You are right. I mean, look at the world. It's who you know. It's really about who you know. That's the state of our world. Or you can handle it the second way, which is this. Okay, this is the state of our world. Talent is never enough. But I can become two things. One, inevitable. And two, undeniable. And the next one is there's a difference between suffering, pain, and discomfort. Okay? You cannot avoid any of these three things. But there's something I want you to know. Never ever stay in a place or with people where suffering and pain is the baseline, where suffering and pain is the price of entry, the price of belonging. When in doubt, this is how you think about it. One, discomfort will always ask something of you. So discomfort is there for you to grow. Two, pain is there to teach you something. So grief, loss, and pain is in many ways usually temporary. Pain can be wielded, pain can be turned into something, can be churned out into something meaningful. Now, on the other hand, okay, suffering is usually unnecessary. You can be in pain and you don't have to suffer. So, suffering usually drains you. So, always look at it from that perspective. Okay, I can't avoid suffering, I can't avoid pain, I can't avoid discomfort, fine. But if in a place I'm in, there's just always this necessity that I must suffer, my dear, bend down, pick your slippers and run. You know those cartoons when they're running and the back of their heel is hitting the back of their head. That's how you're meant to look as you're running with your slippers. Okay, run, run. You need to know the difference between these three things because sometimes we're experiencing discomfort and we think it's pain and then we run, we don't grow, we don't learn. Sometimes we have this pain that can be turned into beauty. We don't use it. And sometimes we just sit in suffering. Life gets lighter when you stop trying to be impressive, when you stop trying to prove things. Your life just gets easier because who are you and why am I trying to prove anything to you? If you want to stop being scared of being seen, you have to give up the desire to protect a story about you. Get rid of the brand and you'll be fine. Because what are you protecting? Nothing. Last week you thought I was like this, now you know I'm not. Okay, and next week I might just be someone else. Okay, and you see, like it just gets easier. And then you can express yourself because the question is always, okay, and you can love people and still let them go. And I think this is what a lot of us tend to suffer from or suffer with. Oh my God, I love them. Oh my God, I love them. That's why I didn't let them go. I'm still here because I love them. You don't know love. That's why. No, I can love you and still leave you. In the same breath, sometimes you're not protecting your peace. You are avoiding conflict. So it's all about balance. I can love you and leave you, but sometimes I don't need to leave people. I just need to go fight them. And when you say, oh my God, fight? Yeah. Fight languages are a real thing. Not just love languages, fight languages. You need to learn how to fight healthy. You need to learn how to be in conflict with people and still be okay. You need to learn how to fight with people and not degrade them, not be mean to them. If you're looking for clarity, if you don't know where to find clarity, you'll find it in movement. If you are bored, create. And creating doesn't mean, I need to be an artist. No. What is creating? Creating is simply bringing something that wasn't in existence into life. That's it. So make a meal. If you are bored, if you're lost, if you're listless, if you're experiencing ennui, ennui. And I think this one is very necessary for all of us. Do you know that you're actually allowed to enjoy life? You are. You are allowed to enjoy life without having a reason. Yes, you don't have to justify it. You don't have to have suffered and done this and done that so that people will be like, oh yeah, well, she deserves to enjoy life. No, you are actually allowed to enjoy life just because you are alive. Okay? I don't even know what number I'm on. At this point, I'm like, I don't know. Where am I? Where am I? How many things have I said? Have I repeated some points? Probably. I don't know. Some people are gatekeepers of suffering. They like seeing people suffer. I've seen it on this channel, where people are like, oh my gosh, I just don't like the way you're relaxed these days. I want you to be screaming at me and telling me how to. No, I don't exist for that. That's not my job in life. No, I'm allowed to be soft and have fun and be free and creative. I'm allowed to sing, to be okay and happy. Why not? Okay, I'm not here to do that. No. Most urgent things aren't actually urgent. Don't allow these mofos rush you. And also, most urgent things aren't actually important. So when people are like, oh my God, it's the whinings of the world, really take your time and look at what they're saying is urgent, what you're supposed to be doing by now, what you're supposed to be. Is he actually important and is he actually urgent? This is one misconception we have. Healing does not mean you don't get triggered. It just means that you recover quickly, faster than you used to do. So stop saying, oh my God, I don't know why I'm triggered again. You're human. That's why you're triggered. Well, if you're immune, good for you. Me, I know I'm not immune to a lot of things. But one thing I am is grounded. I feel it. I chest it. Like the boss that I am. I'm like, ooh. And I throw it away and I move on. Before, it would have ended in me in bed for days. Can't leave my bed. No more. That's healing. That's growth. And this is a question. Are you sabotaging yourself? Is it really self-sabotage? Or are you just still using old tools of self-protection? Okay, so what you need to do is update, boo. Go learn, update new ways of taking care of yourself. Because if you keep using the old tools, it will keep looking like you're self-sabotaging. Are you really? Well, like, why will a person look at themselves and just destroy themselves? It's usually something within them that is trying to protect them, but with the wrong tools. People who mock sensitivity are usually disconnected from their own. Yeah. So when they're laughing at you and they say, oh my God, you're too sensitive. Oh my God, you're too sensitive. It's projection, baby. They wish they could. Existing is a full-time job. Genuinely, I get it. We have to climb the ladders. We have to do all these things. I know, baby. I know I have dreams too. But you realize that actually being alive, and I'm not even talking about, in the, psychological sense of it. I'm talking about in reality. Literally, your body is a machine working to keep you alive. It's a full-time job, okay? So what did you do today? You just got through today. Congrats. You did well. If that's all you did today, listen, you did well. You got out of bed? Oh, girl, clap for yourself. Sometimes that's enough. It's not every day, oh my God, I did 27 things today just to prove that I'm a human. Please, please, please. It's okay to just exist at times. It's okay to just get through the day. And you did. So well done. Nobody's coming to save you. If something changed, it's because you moved. You moved. No, and I know people hate it. Oh my God. No, but it's actually someone sent me an email or something along those lines just to correct me. You said nobody's coming to save me. My ex, who I left God knows how long ago, came back and saved me. And I was thinking to myself, text me in 5 years when you're still saved. Shoo. Text me in 5 years when you're still saved by the so-called ex that came back after you groveled and begged. Text me, please. Please leave me alone. Someone could have been a catalyst for your change. Someone could have been there to support you with your change. But no one can change anything in your life unless you decide that that thing has to change. Know this and know peace, and know this and take control of your life. Your trauma does not excuse how you treat other people. And I think this is number 50. By the way, if this is not 50, forgive me. I tried. It's a lot. You know, when I was writing this, I was thinking, oh, wow. When I was writing the points, I was like, yeah, it's not going to be like 8 minutes. It's long, innit? For every choice you make, there are millions of choices you didn't make. And this might give you some sort of dread, but no, I'm telling you this because you should be very, very happy. Because what this means is that there is no objective right path. There is no perfect path. So instead of sitting there and trying to decide, oh my God, I don't know what the right thing is. I don't know if this is the wrong decision. I don't know if I go left. My darling. In some universe, in some dimension, in some other choice form, it could be wrong and it could be right. Make the damn decision. And if next week you realize it's not right, my darling, pick another one of the millions of decisions you could have made. Because even when you pick that one, there will also be another new generated millions you did not make. Stop worrying and just live your life. Oh my God, is it right or is it wrong? Please, 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 please. I don't have a reason to cry, but I have every reason to smile. I don't have a reason to lie,